Deep Healings.
This is Deep Healing with Greg Barris,
Brought to you by Newman Media.
Sometimes you can make something miraculous happen. As I think I remember, Sean Connery's character saying in Highlander as a propeller blade is being lowered down onto him and Duncan MacLeod, the Highlander's heads. Sean Connery grabs the middle of the propeller and looks at Duncan MacLeod and says, "If you harness all your energy into one moment, you can make a miracle happen," or something like that, and then dissipates into nothing and causes a huge explosion, and the propeller blade stops and saves him, and then he's gone. When you really focus, you can make something magical happen, and maybe that's real magic, and maybe it's a magic moment. I made pizza at Burning Man. I know people have all kinds of opinions about Burning Man, and I love that they're all good. The last time I was at Burning Man, I decided to do something seemingly simple when I say it, but actually it was very difficult. I wanted to make wood-fired, fresh sourdough pizza during sunrise at Burning Man in the middle of the desert, in the middle of a DJ set, surrounded by 2,000 people dancing. Maybe not on paper the hardest thing, but it was a very difficult task. I was out in the desert, it was 110 degrees. I made dough out in the middle of the desert. I made 50 dough balls. I had to find someone with a refrigerated semi-truck to keep the dough in, and someone else with a scale to measure out the flour because our digital scale broke. So I was on the hunt for a real scale, an analog scale, and I made friends with some bakers about an hour away by bicycle, and they said, "Sure, you can borrow our digital scale. I promise, I will bring this back." Then I got locked in a semi-truck refrigerator from the inside for over an hour, and no one could hear me yell or scream because it was windy outside, and the refrigerated semi-truck just sounded like this. And I was trapped, but then someone came and opened it, and thank God I didn't die in the desert from freezing to death. We loaded everything up at 4 a.m. onto a golf cart. There wasn't room for me. We put a pizza oven, we put wood, we put the ingredients, and I looked at my friend and I said, "Hey, don't let me die out here." And he said,
"I gotcha."
And my friend drove, and I pedaled along, high as anyone has ever been. People started seeing us set up, and people started saying things like, "Is there gonna be pizza? Is that pizza?" The sun was rising, the fire was blazing, the DJ was blasting out everyone's favorite EDM hit that goes, you know the one we all love. And I was tossing freshly made dough into the air in a perfect circle, right in front of the circle of the sun. The dough was rising, the sun was rising, people were rising from the drugs they had taken and dancing and surrounding us. And I put a pizza in the oven, I took it out, I cut it into 6 slices and turned to someone dancing next to me and said, "Pizza?" Mind blown. They took the pizza and ate it. A huge crowd gathered around, smiles abounding. How can there be pizza in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the desert during sunrise at this perfect moment I'm having? This is such a difficult task to pull off, and they're making fresh pizza right here in the middle of nowhere in the center of this dance party. And it was real magic. You've been listening to Deep Healing with Greg Barris.
Brought to you by Newman Media. Now say out loud with me, "I am healed now, and healed now, and healed now."